Sports Pregame Show.
I'm Ernie Johnson, happy to be here alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It is Game 6, folks, and a place in the NBA Finals may be earned by the end of this contest.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Basketball Analysis. We in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. We only gotta win 2 more games. Dirk Nowitzki versus 20 and 10. Kyrie Irving, he averaging 27 and 10 assists. It's amazing just to be here. I've never been in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2K16.
Jack, how do you keep their focus tonight knowing this is their best chance to advance?
3 things, Ernie. Number 1, keep doing the things that put you up 3-2. Number 2, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Number 3, don't change things up just because a finals trip is on the line.
I was counting. Those are 3.
Easy to do those 3 things?
Of course.
Yeah, they do have to have the cutthroat mentality. Yeah, they do. Not like he does. He doesn't have that cutthroat like that.
Not tonight. No.
But if they're aggressive tonight, this is going to be an easy one.
So what are the 3 things again?
I don't remember.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Steph Curry and Kevin Durant might be playing Warriors or Thunder or Spurs. Who is Kevin Durant going to go to? Next team he goes to will win the ring. Kyrie averaging 27 and 10 against us. Can we win a championship? Big Al Jefferson versus Jonas Valanciunas.
Taking a look at Cleveland with their hometown fans cheering them on. They'll look to close out this series and complete the upset. Wow.
And the fans will play a role.
Ah!
You can tell that.
Look at me, Mom. Look at me, Mom. Look at me. We getting them buckets. We getting them buckets.
Yeah, and even though it's technically not a do-or-die situation, they got to treat it that way. I mean, because if you go on the road for Game 7, that is not the inviting scenario you want. So very tough to win a deciding game under those circumstances on the road.
And now
what's up with y'all? Y'all joining there quick. This the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston versus Cleveland. Who gonna win the series?
Rivers kicks to Love, fades and shoots, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. Jackson drives in, launches a 3, and there's Richardson. That's good.
3 ball. We up 7-0.
Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here is Irving. To the inside. Jefferson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Feeds it to Valanciunas. And the pass to Bogdanovich takes the 13-footer.
Jonas, stop and pop. Stop and pop jumper. Stop and pop. Look at me, Mom. I can pop. Kyrie come back, but he missed. Reggie Jackson getting out on that break.
Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
They got Austin Rivers.
Just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Rivers dishes to Irving.
They don't even got LeBron no more.
With him, picked up by Nowitzki. Love can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Rivers. It's Irving, top of the key. Rivers against Richardson. The three. Rivers can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 9. Richardson the pass to Nowitzki. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now here's Irving. Love in the post. He's working on the
Kevin Love working himself in the post. Swinging. He banging.
First bucket of the night. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. And there's the foul on
Kyrie got too antsy. He got too antsy.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Jefferson. Young is subbed in for Kevin Love. And the Celtics also making a change. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Jackson. Back to Richardson. The 19-foot shot. And that's...
Oh, he missed it.
Bogut.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
James.
They made it again.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Boston leading by 7. Outside Jackson.
Bucket.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Richardson against Irving. Valanciunas on the double team. Here's Young. And Cleveland again.
Daddy Youngie.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Here's Richardson. There's the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Outside Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Pass to Jackson. From outside the arc. Can't get it to
Reggie, you gotta whack that.
Taking it the other way. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance.
We just busting their anus.
Purposeful and productive.
They can't guard us.
Here's Rivers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Screen by Bogut. Rivers dishes to Young. Stolen by Jackson. No good. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Celtics lead by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings.
He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career. Dirk has proven himself to the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. one of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Kevin Love, also young out there. Hickson is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Stevenson in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Hickson. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
It's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Nowitzki inside. He's guarded by Stevenson. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up.
Dirk, we got to keep this lead. We got to keep this lead. I don't want to lose. We so close to winning the championship.
It also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Young. And on the way from Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Boston. Bogdanovich comes in for Payne. Left side, Irving. The shot from 20 feet away. And another miss by Cleveland. Celtics leading by 12. Payton passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Payton. Here's Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist.
Jonas Valanciunas been huge.
Passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here is Irving. Out left to the wing. Here's Jefferson. That's short off the rim.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Stanley Johnson.
16.
Get in buckets.
Not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd?
Big Al Jefferson.
Satisfying feeling.
Swinging and banging.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
They weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
For Boston, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Wright comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Rivers in for Thaddeus Young. Richardson, he's checked in for Boston. Now, here is Irving. Pass to Jefferson. To the right side. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard.
Klay Thompson, James Harden, Steph Curry, Kyrie, and KD.
He can hurt you and put the ball in the basket. And it seems as though he raises his level during the postseason.
Payton kicks to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Jefferson. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now, here is Irving. Irving double team. Rivers against Richardson. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Payton dishes to Bogdanovich. High post shot. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Jefferson. And then for Boston, Chris Middleton comes in for Bogdanovich. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Payton. Jackson misses.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Rivers. He dishes it to Irving. Out to the right wing. The three. And it's
give me them cookies.
Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
We look like we gonna win this game. They need LeBron. This team, they only one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals, but they just don't have enough.
Rivers against Richardson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Celtics leading by 14. The drive by Jackson. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Wright following the score by Reggie Jackson. Wright sets a screen, and on the way from Irving for three. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Irving kicks to Bogut. Back to Irving. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. The Celtics have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he knocks down the first one. And
he knocked down the throw.
Change here. Hickson's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Payne's checked in.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical.
He ran into me, ref. He ran into me, ref.
That lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Now Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to James. Rebound Boston.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean,
Jonas Valanciunas with that mid-range game is huge because that gives us so much floor spacing. That floor spacing is huge for us.
Jackson against Irving. On the wing, James. Back to Irving. 1 second left. And no good trying to get that one. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Celtics up by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, facing a deficit at halftime, what do you guys need to do differently in the second half of this ball game?
Thanks, shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. We just, I don't know what it is. We had a day off. See, they got our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do. We'll be fine.
It's a make-or-miss league. Kevin, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Jed Smith. We're excited to be here for the Eastern Conference Finals. Looking at Boston, they look absolutely determined to make sure this series goes the distance. And as well as they played in the first half, a Game 7 at this point appears all but inevitable. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they run into a very hot shooting team tonight, fellas. You combine a hot shooting team with the weak defense they've been playing, you're going to get crushed. I hope coach is coming down hard on them right now because they can't keep giving up so many open looks. What are you doing?
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
And everything magnified in a game of this magnitude. The microscope clearly on their go-to guy, and he came up huge in that first half.
That's what he's known for. Does not shy away from the marquee. His ability to raise his game according to the situation is what separates him.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Bogdanovich. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Nowitzki. And there's Jackson, and it's Richardson in at the two-guard spot.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Dirk Nowitzki.
As they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You could feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense.
He just knew he was going to get a foul.
Really good.
The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. First one falls for him. And James drills them both. Celtics leading by 16. Now here's Jackson. He has 7. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Irving kicks the Love. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Love's got 6 points.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it.
Bucket. Dirk Nowitzki just getting easy bucket, easy money, easy money, easy money.
They better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets.
Easy buckets.
It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Jackson after Austin Rivers scored. And there's a call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Jackson against Irving. It's Jackson with the drive. And the basket good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end.
Reggie Jackson getting buckets.
High percentage shots in the paint.
And really,
oh, look at Irene.
No resistance defensively right now. And it's just far too easy.
Now here's Love. He's got 6. Jefferson kicks to Love. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. Payton comes in for Jackson. Now here's Nowitzki. 10 points for him. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Love.
Nowitzki playing very well. 10 points and also a block shot. He's having a great passing game and is knocking down those foul shots as well.
Not to mention just the overall fundamentals that he's put on display here today.
And he can't hit the second.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Rivers dishes to Irving. Oh! And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. And here's Rivers. Screen by Jefferson. Rivers with it. Shot clock at 6. Love wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Celtics leading by 17. Payton kicks to Nowitzki. Lets it go from deep. That's it. Coming off an assist from Payton.
20-point lead.
He's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Love gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. Now Payton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. And if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Rivers. Irving passes to Rivers and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
What's up with you?
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Cleveland. Dixon comes in for Kevin Love. There's 1:47 left to play in the 3rd. Payne dishes to Nowitzki. Shot is no good. Nice deep.
Now we about to go to game 2. We about to go to another game. That game was basically a blowout. What you been on? You say you good. What you been on, though?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It is game 7. Win or go home time for these two teams fighting to make the NBA Finals. Nights just don't get any bigger than this here on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. We've got the extremely large Shaquille O'Neal, and we've got the average size.
Above average guard. 6'3" is above average.
Cut it out.
6'3" for a point guard is above average.
In the 80s.
In the 90s, too. Look at Chris Paul.
2016.
Oh, man, I would post all these guys up.
Didn't mean to get us there. Win. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Looking at Boston, they've turned the tables, dodging elimination with a crucial Game 6 victory on the road. Now they find themselves in the driver's seat, looking to finish the job. This is what it all comes down to. One game, one winner, one conference champion. What can we expect, Jet?
Well, Game 7, statistically, would say that the home court is the difference. However, as a player, you don't think that way. You think one game, 48 minutes, one shot, one opportunity to win it all. Give me that every time.
You know, it's a fact, Ernie, both teams, when they start the game, they're going to be pretty tight tonight. But once they get past the first quarter, things will start to open up. And the team that plays the smartest is the team that's going to win.
Thank you, Shaq. And now we go out to Kevin Harlan. as we get ready for the tip.
To find out. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at Boston, it all comes down to this. A well-fought series so far, but only one team will walk away victorious.
Really, it's been a phenomenal series. I mean, in this situation, the home team usually prevails. We'll see how this one plays out.
As good as it gets, guys. I mean, the biggest game of the NBA season so far. Man, I can't wait to see how it unfolds because I know we're in for some high drama here.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Kyrie versus Reggie. Who gonna win?
And there's Al Jefferson. And it's Stevenson in at the 2 spot.
Well, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Jackson drives in. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Love kicks to Jefferson. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Bogdanovich dishes to Richardson. Jackson has the open look. Finds the three-pointer. Jackson's got the first 3 points tonight for Boston.
Pull up 3 by Reggie.
Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. In the corner is Richardson. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Richardson.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Love, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
It's Jackson with the drive. Kicks it out to Richardson.
Richardson, let's go! Let's go!
The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Irving passes to Love. Plays it up and banks it in. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Jackson drives in. Can't hit from in close.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now, here is Irving. Irving double team. James kicks to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Jefferson's shot is off.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Jackson dishes to Bogdanovich. Irving against Jackson. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Irving kicks to Jefferson. Love inside, defended by Nowitzki. Celtics leading by 6. To the paint, here's Richardson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Boston making some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Payne in for Reggie Jackson. And Cleveland with a change here too. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Jefferson. Irving, good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Richardson against Stevenson. Payne passes to Valanciunas. Good defensive work there by Young.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Stevenson drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Stevenson's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Up against Nowitzki. Fader. He clangs that one off the back line and down it falls.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Irving. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Nowitzki with the steal. Moving it up. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
They sure are, looking to get their buckets up close and personal.
Irving kicks to Young. Dishes to Hickson. Young sets a screen for Hickson. Hickson a screen. Young outside. The train. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Covered by Bogut. Passes it to Payne. He kicks to Johnson. J.J. Hickson grabs the rebound.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now here's Rivers. Irving with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Screen by Young. Irving double team. Here's Rivers. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 6. Johnson outside. Beyond the arc. That drops.
Lucky.
Outside Irving. To the paint. Bogut. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
The scoring fast and furious. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's gain and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And welcome to that here on TK Sports. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
We've got Johnson. Bogdanovich out there with Payton. Then there's Nowitzki. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Bogut dishes to Rivers. Bogut sets a screen for Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Nowitzki. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Bogdanovich. That time from James.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
A nice shot by Rivers.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Out to the right wing. And Nowitzki wide open.
We needed a bucket. We needed a bucket.
Taking the shot and knocking it down.
Good ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Good. 7 points here for Thaddeus Young.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts. Well, that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Rivers with it. They get a hand on it. It's taken away by Payton. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. That's good. The assist. What's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Celtics?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Celtics passing it around. Here's Nowitzki. Gets
Bucky.
Nowitzki's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Rivers. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Payton passes to Nowitzki. About 3 minutes played so far in the second.
Busting they ass.
And he could be the guy to put this game.
Let's go. Let's go. Can we win the championship?
A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Here's Valanciunas. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot to but his defense, deterred them from those plans. Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And, Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Love outside. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Jalen.
K-Love been clutch this series.
And when you've got a big man who can...
He's just been too good this series, just too good. But we got Reggie Jackson. We traded him for Isaiah Thomas.
Jackson against Irving.
And he coming up huge.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Al Jefferson. For Boston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so Jackson nails both of them.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Moving against Jackson. Screen by Jefferson. Rivers kicks to Jefferson. Out of hand on. Jackson against Irving. Jackson dishes to Middleton. Kept alive by Boston. Here's Valanciunas. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plates.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
The Cavaliers shooting their first shot from the stripe in this game. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Jefferson. Both free throws good for Irving. So the Celtics call Celtics leading by 10. Back to Jackson. The baseline J.J. Hickson pulls it in. The Cavaliers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Kicks it out to Love. Stolen by Middleton. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Good. And that's now 7 points for Reggie Jackson.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Hickson, a screen on Jackson. Kicks to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That shot wide open. 10 points for Love.
And he came off that screen, and the knee just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time. Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics lead by 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, what's the strategy been so far defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half in that regard?
Well, we just got to help. We can't let everybody do this. We just everybody got to help and on the defense end and give them the cue to protect the point.
Pick your poison. Can't let everybody beat you, Al. We appreciate it, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome everybody. Glad to have you back for this NBA postseason halftime report. Ernie Johnson alongside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at Boston, it was a good, solid first half of basketball they played, and I'm sure they're going to be focused on extending that lead quickly in the third quarter to ensure this is not a Game 7 that's going to go right down to the wire. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
They did an awesome-horrific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-horrific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-horrific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back to this Game 7
as we get ready to get back into the action.
A lot of action from Nowitzki. He's got 10 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love out there with Damian James. Then there's Al Jefferson.
Reggie Jackson got double digits.
And at the 2 guard.
He got 11 points and 2 assists.
The last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Richardson kicks to Jackson. Pulled the shot a little up.
Reggie Jackson got 14.
Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
13, my bad.
Game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's the screen. It's a pick by Love. On its way from Irving for 2. And he hits the jump shot. Irving's got 6. And stolen by Love. Cannot hit. And the Celtics going the other way now. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bogdanovich. It's good. The assist this time for Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Now Irving. He's got 6. And it's set back.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And there's the foul against Cleveland. And some changes here for the Celtics. Johnson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Payton in for Jackson. Cleveland also making some changes. Bogut comes in for Jefferson. Young is subbed in for Damian James. Cavaliers making a switch here. Lights checked in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Nowitzki outside. It's Richardson on the wing. 6 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Jonas Valanciunas, third. And, of course, Kevin Love.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Richardson, no luck.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Boston again missing.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Valanciunas passes to Nowitzki. And Richardson now atop the key. That drops and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
Another blowout in state.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Irving kicks to Stevenson. Here's the screen. Bogut down low. Valanciunas is there. Wright dishes to Bogut. And he gets that one.
Andrew Bogut trying to get buckets.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Stevenson passes to Young. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got 4 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Stevenson drives in. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Payton. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Richardson, no luck.
Oh, it was a nice gamble, Kevin, but he just couldn't get it to go in.
Here's Irving. 6 points for him. From the stripe, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Richardson kicks to Valanciunas. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Another blowout. We the Eastern Conference champions. Now let's see if we can win the NBA Finals. We got to go against the Golden State Warriors. It's going to be a tough series. The toughest series I ever had.
How to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to come back.
I'm bringing the championship to my favorite team, Boston.
You know what I mean? And prize is insanity.
We up 1-2-1. Oh, we won a championship. We won the championship. We won the championship. We won the championship. Let's go. Boston Celtics are the champions. Thank you for everybody that watched. Shout out to all my subscribers, all my fans on YouTube, all my fans on AnalysisPlayground.com on Facebook, all my fans that's on AnalysisPlayground.com that subscribe to the newsletter. Thanks to everybody. We finally won us our first championship. It was tough, but we had got the job done.